Next book. This is an Edinburgh Notebook by Valerie Mejero Caso, translated by Michelle Gil-Montero. Um, I actually haven't looked to see if there is an Edinburgh, Mexico. Um, I I really don't think there would be, but it's in the same vein of how like every US state has like a Rome, like I wonder if there is. Uh, I guess I wouldn't be entirely surprised, but I kind of just wanna stumble upon it at some point. This particular book, I do believe the author got, like, a writing residency or spent some time in Edinburgh, but wouldn't it be funny, if they were talking about Edinburgh, Mexico the whole time, or, like, Edinburgh, Uruguay? Echo. Oh, and just for visibility's sake, Uh, whereas the previous poems I've read have all been pretty standard free verse, long form lyric. Caso really does the kind of prose like block in a lot of her works. And I don't know, I really like the change up. I go. Once the ocean is spent, its hollow converts to steel, and all the oddly propped boats are ready to tumble onto that empty plate. I have no sun in this world, no ocean. What can I do with all these daggers heaped where the mountain used to be? Some piece of the story has left us shaking as a great wind jingles the bangles on a frightful crown, has dragged the rain and waterfalls to a distant atmosphere. Water's time is captive. In it, the groom clenches his eyes and takes in the night of another body, and their breath flickeringly lights the cabin, the palm trees, the people drinking in silence. It brightens his face like a planet, light enough to burst the sphere and spill its liquid down the street where the sea is still evaporating and the boat, with no way to steady itself, lurches. On their bloody evening, the trees stir, the broken jugs rejoin along empty paths. There is a mountain made of teeth. The last of our water hovers around the king in his bath. No river feeds into the sea. Its runnels are just writing stories about water, reedy paradises, cities looped in canals, debauchement tales, and to think that you and I were right there, standing, when you were alive in Veracruz, in that effluvium where the sand shone blue and the orange moon had the glint of a good omen. On that rocky reef into the bay, we watched the bride melt in the milk of clouds and new stars. On the mountain, the trees could stand witness. Now is the echo. The landscape is a big spoon, and the words are still searching themselves alone in the storm. I just want to be unraveled by this author, like, all the time. I love the fact that she's willing to redefine the image of a mountain 3 different times in a single poem, going from an absent mountain with a pile of daggers to, what was it? A mountain made of teeth, and then just a normal mountain with trees on it. Um, I just think there are so many authors who get taught at this age that images are like, once you announce an image to the page, you have this certain obligation to stick with it. And I think we forget that just as language is fungible,